So we're here with Lady with Street Smart Guide, and Lady, we're at this show of yours right now, and we're looking at some of your beautiful pieces. This is one of your pieces right behind you.
Yeah, I did that in like maybe a half an hour. So,
It's
thank
gorgeous.
you.
Why don't you talk to us a little bit about the show, a little bit about your work, and
Um, I never wanted to do graffiti. Never. I was like, oh, graffiti. Like, because school taught you that. And I went to art school since I was a kid. And school taught you graffiti doesn't equal art. And I didn't realize that I was brainwashed until I got into a certain point in my life. I was like, oh, that's why I don't like it, because they taught me not to like it. And the they is just whoever that is for you, you know. So
and when was that turning point for you?
um, I dated a guy. I'll mention his name, but his name was Ezra, and he was the coolest person I ever met. Because when I saw him, I was like, oh my god, it's me. You know, it was like, whoa, why am I a white guy? It was a revelation. I was like, am I you? Like it was like I was like meeting. I was like, whoa, this is really weird. Why are you in my body?
That is funny.
That's really funny. And Ezra was an amazing artist, and he did street art. He did all kinds of art. He used to sell his art on the street, and he showed me. And then we used to hustle together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I've been doing this for like 12 or more years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you do this, but you also do your.
Well, I do this, and then I have a company called Underwood Roof, and Underwood Roof came out of, well, it's a big thing. It's a big thing to say, like, hey, I was stopped by a police officer, and he hit me, and then I went to jail for 3 months, and then people stop there, like they can't process. So instead of saying all that, I'm gonna say instead, because it's cooler. Um, hey, I have this great house, and I wanted to put artists in this great house because it was available to me after being in jail for 3 months. We cut that out now. But it's just, my house was flooded after I was in jail.
Okay.
And I mean, that's the honest truth. And I didn't know any other way to fix it other than invite all the people that I knew to like bomb it, you know, and like bring attention to me being locked up for 3 months. But if I tell the whole story, it's like people stop processing at a certain point. And it's hard for them to like, you know, acknowledge, hey, this is really happening, you know, these things are really happening. Yeah, they're really happening. But
So-
I want to turn it around. I want to use what happened to me and turn it around. So Underrun Roof was started in Con Artist Gallery in the basement. And it's a it's a cool environment for artists. We're like building it by ourselves, and we want to buy the house back from the bank. You know, like, hey, this is ours. You know, this is a piece of New York that you can't take.
That's awesome.
People need to understand that, you know, for example, hip hop, right? This show is
Right.
about hip hop.
Right.
Biggie Smalls said, "Give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina." But people stop there. They like can't process past that. They remember that line, you know, but they forget that big gap in between them. The prognosis, dosis, bends and blends like Twizzlers. Biggie stick it to hurt. What's under that skirt? Slow down, son. You killing them. Then he talks about the political game. Keep filling them with octane, got them gassed up, about to get blast up, son. The last one, word to mother, mother missed them. I seen him at the wake when he kissed him, made his body shake. They're not ready for that, you know? And then the last line is like the best. It's like, I seen him one step, kaboom, black shirts filled the room, right? And it could be either that they're at a funeral or that the CIA came and like got them for like killing everybody.
Right.
So it's like everybody remembers, give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. But do they remember like that Biggie Smalls gave 2 turkeys to each individual in the hood where I lived in Southside Jamaica, Queens, around Thanksgiving? Every individual got 2 turkeys to take home. That was like his thing. That was like, yo, if you have a family of 5, like 2 turkeys each, you eating for like 10 weeks. But people forget that, and they want to use hip hop to like seed what they want out of life, and that I think is disrespectful. But hip hop is about respect. Hip hop is about influence. Hip hop is about learning, teaching, culture, all these things. And this one guy on my Facebook, I asked him like, "Can I be a part of your show?" Because I have something to express too, and I won't say I'm the only. I will say that I'm the only known, probably. I won't say African American because I'm not. I'm Jamaican, so I'll say I'm the only known Jamaican street artist in New York City.
That's awesome.
Female. I process that like after, because then it's like you could process all that and be like, nah, female. Like, yo, she gotta be doing something right, because nobody likes her. You gotta be doing something right. So I asked this guy, yo, can I be a part of your show? And he's like, can you sell tickets? Do you people buy tickets? And I was like, yeah, sure, everybody loves me. Mm-hmm. He's like, well, is it okay, like, if I see your portfolio? I was like, yeah, it's online. He's like, I'm not gonna dig. I was like, whoa. All right, let me send you what I need to send you next week. And he's like, well, I want urban culture without being African. Does he know what he just said, first of all? Like, you want to have urban culture. Urban, what is urban? Like, urban means that you live on the side guard. Right? You don't live in the front guard. You live in the outer skirts. Urban. That's all urban means. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean like city.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's like, wow, do you know that you asking for jungle without jungle? Do you know that you asking for drums without drums? Doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely not.
So
what'd you do?
I said, okay. That's what I said. I'm like, okay. Like, I have the whole thing on, like a whole thing that I posted it online, but Facebook like kind of made it so that people couldn't see it. It's so weird. I understand it, but it's so weird because when people start to like grow knowledgeable, they lose interest in certain things. Things that profit for other things that make no sense, like oil billionaires or barons or whatever. They make money off of not oil but plastic. People don't recognize that. People don't know that. It's the plastic that they're making a lot of money off of. And it's your clothes, it's your shoes, it's everything. Mm-hmm. It's in everything. Oh my God.
So as when you do your work, do you do artivism? Would you consider yourself an activist in your work?
I hate activism because most activists are not active. They talk a good game. Okay. They talk, yo, we're gonna go, and then we're gonna go, right? But they see the crowd to go, so they don't get arrested, right? And the crowd goes on their platform, and then they get to go in front of the newscaster, and then they promote whatever they're selling. Actually, what we're selling is this video game that you can buy and like make us $1 million. It's just some bullshit. Like I'm done with the bullshit.
So when you put your work out,
I don't give a fuck about it. Like that's art that I don't give a fuck about. What do you want to do with it? Show me what you can do with it. This is a conversation. You know, like Koss really hates me a lot, but when he went to jail, I thought that was bullshit. You know?
talk about that.
When I was when I did art with Ezra, like first of all his name is Ezra, so you could already guess. But like I did art with Ezra, it was like I wasn't cool, it wasn't, you know, there was nothing, you know, we put our faces together, we looked like my dad, so we would post faces of my dad everywhere, right? And it was like cool for us. But then I started seeing my dad everywhere I went, and I was like, that's not cool. That's not cool. So like, I need to stop doing that. It's just, I need to be real, you know? So, you know, Ezra and I broke up. I went, and this is all real. This is coming from love. I love that man. Like, still, up to this day, love that man. And we're coming from a real place, and, you know, we were known as, like, Millard, because that's my father's name. But then I was like, how am I going to make this different? And Facebook wasn't going to allow me to put Lady as my first name. They didn't. So I put 2 umlauts over the A, and all of a sudden, Facebook, after weeks of not allowing me to put Lady, with the umlauts, allowed me to say, yes, you can be this name. And I was like, oh, I'm not rejected? Thanks, Facebook. I'm going to start signing Lady everywhere. That's the real.
I like it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like your work out there, the piece that's up on...
So that was, you know, a part of the Koss messaging. Because I always get this no matter where I go. Like, people think, first of all, I don't know what I'm talking about. No, this baby right here does a lot of research. First, internally, how do I feel about that? You know? Then, insightfully, how may others feel about that? Then, you know, going into books first before the internet. Like, this baby does research. So when I say street anthropologist, I really mean it. Like, I do research. You know, I study people. And that's why I'm able to do what I do, you know? It's not like anybody else, like, they think they can do it, like, just because... You know, I've given a lot of people a step up, right? And once I do that, they're like, fuck Lady. We don't know her. She don't give no money. I'm like, really? I give so much. I give so much. So much of myself, so much of others, connections, etc. I give so much. But I never ask for anything. So, you know, the only person that has given me anything in the street world of art, 2 people. Swoon and Adam Dare. Adam Dare gave me a massage. Yo. Yo, no homo. Yo. I was like, I always give massages because I can feel other people's pain. And it makes me feel sad. So when I do it, I don't charge money. Like it's a power to feel other people's pain because then you know how to relieve it.
Yeah.
He gave me a massage in front of people at a show that was so whack. We won't share the name of the show, but
Yeah.
like, oh my god, that's the homie.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you have a beef with Koss? What happened there?
I'm gonna say I appreciate Koss.
Okay.
Koss work, and I would say it to anybody, is whack. You can't fucking copy on a Xerox machine and call it fucking artwork because Xerox did that. Xerox built the machine, right? Xerox is the artist. You are now a functioning Xerox company. You're like, oh, I'm a Xerox machine. That is not art. And the typefaces that you create are created by actual artists. So you're not an artist. So I appreciate your technical ability to reproduce. That means you got money. You know, that doesn't mean that you got talent. Come on. Somebody has to be like, nah, son. That's what hip hop is about. Authentics. All the things, the scripts that you see here in this space are written because each individual has his own style. And that's important. You can't copy some. You couldn't copy Easy and somebody not call you out back in the day. Yo, that's Easy. What you doing? Right? I'm telling Cos, yo, that's Xerox. What you doing? And I made it clear. Like I just made it really clear. I made it really, really clear, right? Not by like crossing him out. I appreciate him. You all over, right? Cool. Your work's not art, but you cool. You're not the homie. Because I know a lot of artists, right? Because I went to school with them, so they know me, I know them. So, and that's why I get respected, because I treated everybody on the way up the same as the way down. Like I always treated everybody the same. Always. That's why I get respect. Right? That's when they say, lady, yo, she's the homie. Right? Because people like, and I'll call them out like I see them, Damon Dash, yo, I worked for him, and he used to treat the interns like fucking shit. Right? Call it like you see it, because that's how you get rid of racism. That's how you get rid of fucking propaganda schemes. That's how you... No. Colgate, you're not making my teeth white. You know why? Your fucking shit is putting holes in my teeth and you fucking getting paid by the... You know what I mean? Say the shit that you... Say what you mean what you say, and keep it moving. That's how you create the real shit. So cost... When you went to jail though, I thought it was bullshit. And I put it on my wall. I posted it like... The police should go after the real criminals. Cost is not a criminal. He didn't do $1 million worth of damage. Actually, he provided millions and millions of people with jobs in actuality. Okay? Hi. I need
knocking.
Yeah, but I'm doing an interview.
Say hi.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I want you to look. Also, the people that need more attention than you can give them, you know. Anyway, so we'll
I want to hear more about the house that you're turning into.
So
this is
a painful experience. If I tell you the truth on this, like my mother will be like really upset. So I'll wait till she dies. You know, I'll wait till she dies, but. Cause it's, but I'm willing to say it, but
how? No, just tell us how people can get involved in helping you with what you're doing.
They can donate online under one roof. UNDR, the number 1, ROOF.com.
Okay.
And the donation page is right there. If you click it, it's right there. But I don't do donations because I don't believe in them. I think. If you give, you should give from your heart. You shouldn't give to get a tax return back and like, I gave, but I got it back anyway.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You didn't give shit then. If you gave and you got it back, what do you give? Nothing. Yeah, I learned to be this way because I was so sad, like working for like Rockaware and all these places and like, I couldn't be who I wanted to be. I wanted to be a designer. I didn't want to be a hip-hop designer. I'm not hip-hop. I'm a person. Like, I'm a thinking, breathing human being. Like I could design for blonde people too. You know, like blonde people want to wear my jeans. You know, not just the one with the blonde weaves.
Talk about your fashion then, yeah.
So I mean, fashion feeds the cycle. You know what I mean? Fashion feeds the cycle. Art feeds fashion. It's like a cycle. But when you can't get it out there, that's when we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Fashion has not changed in 100 years. There is a problem.
How would you change fashion?
By not allowing the corporations to enter the schools. Period.
That's a good idea.
You're not allowed to enter schools because then you seed the information. You keep seeding the same information. That's not important. What's important is learning and progressing. Just all the kids, you know, these are my kids that like, you know, help with Under One Roof. You was at the house? Yeah. The house was beautiful?
I've never been to
What's
the
your
house.
name? Say his name so that people can understand.
His name is Dutini, my little brother.
Dutty Marie. And then your name?
I am his older brother, Scott.
And your name?
Delilah.
Delilah? Look, Delilah, we're the only girls in the crew, man. You gotta shut up.
We gotta stick together.
Nasir?
Nasir.
Nasir.
And Mark.
And Mark? Okay, so, kid break. Nasir, are you gonna be dancing today? Do you think you want to or no?
It depends on what he says, but I'll do it if you guys want me to.
Aww.
I don't really do dancing
You
anymore.
gonna do it?
I really do.
Okay.
I really do dancing anymore.
You don't? No, not here.
I can show you. I can do the Macarena.
Look at the Timarie. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna sing a song. You ready? You ready?
Bye-bye.
You don't want to sing? Marie, you don't want to sing?
I can sing,
You gonna sing?
but I get kind of nervous.
Okay, I'll teach you how to not get nervous. You want to listen?
Okay, I might not be able to sing.
Look, look. You see this thing right here? You see this thing right here? That thing right there?
My heart.
Yeah, sing from there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to give a shout out to Street Level Culture, Ed Garrido, Olu Alege, Sahar, Karimian, all the people that helped with Under One Roof. I love you guys.